Wait, is it rock, paper, scissors?
After scissor.
Start here. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh! Ready?
Rock, paper, scissors. Yes! Oh, okay.
I touched him a whole bunch, so.
Can't mess up my Nate Hamilton autograph.
I'm not gonna shake it. So I'm not gonna shake it around at all, so I have no idea. It's cold. I know that.
Yeah, they both were in the fridge.
Oh, you're right.
This is great.
You have to move around just a little bit.
Yeah, there you go. Ready?
We're just like on our heads.
Like here. I don't wanna
Top of the head?
on my back.
All right, I'll try to like right here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Why did I not get that good one? You don't like want to wipe off because it's like stuck to the sandpaper, you know?
What you doing?
Using super clean.
Wow. What is that?
It's a tough task cleaner and degreaser.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, let me show you.
That's just zoomed in on my chest.
It's an industrial cleaner.
I'm facing me. Yeah, so if you couldn't tell, this video is sponsored by Super Clean. Alright, I say sponsored. They sent me a shirt and a hat and a couple bottles to try, which I already use. And so I'm like, yeah, you want to send me some free stuff? Absolutely. It's sponsored.
Definitely the right word.
You got free stuff?
I got free stuff. That's sponsorship.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in the shop today.
Yeah.
Austin is screwing up his freshly primered bash bar for his Nissan 350 ZHR. I mean, wet sanding, not screwing up. That's what I meant.
Same thing.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, YouTube's gonna roast the shit out of me for wet sanding like this.
God, right? Probably. Anyway, it's looking really, really fresh. Super fresh. Super clean, one might say. Yeah, I know. But, that being said, anytime I have Austin clean my engine bay, I always have him use Super Clean. Which actually needs to do because it's dirty as shit. But, we just got this running. For the most part. So this is basically an update video to catch you up on what's going on the project 240sx Nissan. Whatever. We rebuilt this engine. If you haven't seen the videos, we rebuilt this engine entirely. Sent the pistons, rods, crank off to the shop, got everything cut, new bearings, put it all back together, and it freaking runs. I can't believe it. Which is awesome that it actually runs. So gonna kind of touch you up on what we did and then what's gonna happen from here. And yeah, that's what's gonna happen. So let's do it.
No going back. Look at that.
That's right. Oh, this is very OSHA approved.
Oh, super OSHA. Super OSHA. No mask, no nothing.
Absolutely. So, speaking of doing things kind of retarded, here is the Nissan. So, the biggest problem we had when we got it running is it was overheating. It turns out I ran the coolant lines under there incorrectly. Watching Alberto Big Boost build of one of his SR20s, I saw what he did, and I did it the same way. I was trying to delete a bunch of the extra crap under there, and it just wasn't working well. And also that air idle control valve, whatever it is, IX something or another, I had that miss up top. Anyway, so I got it right. It's hooked up. Everything's good. Now it idles great. So that was the big one with the idling. I was worried about throttle position sensor, and actually I did readjust this. I have a voltage meter on one of the Apexi, whatever it is that lets the 300ZX mass airflow talk to the ECU, and so I'm able to see the throttle percentages and get that dialed in with the correct voltage. And what else did we do? We had a little leaks on the thermostat housing, just retighten that down. There were a little bit of oil leak at this part of the head I tightened down the bolt that actually runs through here. Even though everything was torqued to spec, tightened it down more. Now that leaks went away. So I don't know what I may or may not have done wrong, but it's better now. This is a power steering rack. This is a power steering pump. It's currently unbolted and no belt on it because the power steering that we tried to fix is leaking. So we have a new S14. There we go. We have a new S13 power steering rack ordered. It will be in a couple days. So we're going to learn how to adapt an S13 power steering rack to an S14 chassis. And I've read stuff on forums, but you know, different size, I don't know, bushings that hold it into the mounts and stuff. I don't know, but we're going to learn together how to fix that. Then the car will be pretty much drivable. So after the power steering rack is good to go, oh well, before that we did have vacuum leaks, and I think we're still dealing with some of the issues. We put some new lines and connected various ones. Like this one goes to the blow-off valve over here, and this one goes from your fuel pressure regulator and then runs back. So you have everything kind of just here, but I'm trying to make sure there's no leaks. 2 vacuum lines run through the firewall, and one goes to the boost gauge on the column. Another one goes to the boost pressure sensor that this gritty boost control valve talks to. This one actually runs to the wastegate, but and this one goes to part of the intercooler piping, but it needs good vacuum pressure off the throttle body in order to electronically talk to this gauge and talk to the wastegate and all this crap. But we haven't even done a full power pull or anything because we don't want to blow it up, because that's the next 2 things we need. We need bigger fuel injectors. We're going to go with 5.0 740s or 750s, one of the two, because 5.0 is one of the ones that RS Enthalpy in Tampa uses to tune their SR20s. That's what the guy recommended, so that's what we're going to get. And we're going to send the ECU off to Enthalpy, get them to tune it, make everything happy. Then we should be able to boost, keep everything safe and happy in the mid 300 horsepower range and not blow up the engine again. We'll see. Back here I was having a little trouble. There's a Walbro 255 in this boat fuel tank, don't judge me. And it was having a little trouble getting power all the way from the front to back here, and that's because I needed to put a relay in place. So I've got power coming straight off the battery through the relay to the fuel pump. Gets full power. Before, when we were like cranking, well, it's actually a button. When we were hitting the button cranking, there was too much current draw to the starter that there wasn't enough juice getting to the pump, and the pump was like basically shutting off when I was trying to crank it. Now, with the relay bringing power straight from the battery over, we got good power. This is the line coming from the switch up on the panel to turn the pump on. And other than that, I think we're doing pretty good. Oh, dirty, but we're picking out a new carpet. We're gonna pull the seats out, put new carpet in. We still have to, this isn't actually all the way attached. We had just some gear oil. I had to find what I could find until I could get the, what's the name of that gear oil? Or that Redline? Redline. It's Redline. So before I could order, I had to put something in the transmission to get it moving, so I used the closest I could, but we have the Redline, and we're going to swap those fluids out so we don't mess up synchros. But we haven't been driving the car. The only thing I've been doing is sort of moving it from one place to another now that it runs. There's definitely some whirring coming from the clutch or whatever. I don't know if it needs to wear in, but a little like we have to sort that out. But it's working, it's engaging, everything's happy. That's Nate Hamilton's signature, because this was his steering wheel out of one of his old drift cars from 4 or 5 years ago. Oil pressure gauge, that was a big one. We needed to monitor the oil pressure, very important. Other than that, it's almost time to rip. Let's check in on Austin's bash bar now. Ooh, looking fresh.
That's good.
Woo, getting dizzy.
Yeah.
No, it's looking clean. Almost looks green. Oh, I think it is a little light in there still.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It looks really green on the camera. Look at it.
Oh, wow. Jeez.
But in visual, it's not that bad. But that definitely needs some
attention.
yes. A little bit in there as well, but it's not bad.
Look at that right there. Look what it didn't tech off.
Oh, snap. Well, you got the important parts.
Yeah.
Squirt, squirt. Super clean. Anyway, I mean, this stuff does work good. I'm sure you know, because it's either this or the other name we cannot mention. And, yeah. So I actually do use it. But thanks Super Clean for sponsoring this video. Got her cleaned up with a little Super Clean. Alright, I'll stop saying Super Clean. Oh, except for that. Anyway, yeah, that's it for now. That's the update on the car. And we're going to keep projects rolling. Been so busy with my new job, I haven't filmed much, but got to keep it going. Thing's running great right